What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol back with another video. Today we're going to be unboxing the Sideshow Collectibles Cyclops Astonishing version. Let's get to it. That's right, guys, Ryan back with another video. It's been a minute since we've done an unboxing, and honestly I've got quite a few things to unbox and I just haven't I haven't had time, so that's just pretty much it. But I do have this, which caught me by complete surprise. This was something that said, you know, I put it up, or actually Sideshow put it up for pre-order, and I put the deposit down on it, thinking that it was going to be like 6 months or 8 months or whatever it was going to be before it dropped, and woke up next morning and boom, it's shipped. And I said, whoa. I guess so. They went ahead and made 350 pieces limited edition of this figure, which is sold out now, waitlisted at Sideshow Collectibles. So the question is, did I make a good decision? It's been a good minute since I've picked up a Sideshow Collectibles 6-scale figure. So I guess we're gonna figure out today whether or not it was a good idea, because I kind of want the Wolverine, but there's some issues with the Wolverine figures that kind of got me on the fence, and who knows? Let's just unbox it and check it out. So, yeah, Astonishing X-Men variant. Guys, here we go. Here's our box. It is brightly colored, as you can see. Cyclops is looking pretty good, and we're gonna see if this is worth the money. I don't know. The box art, usually they do a pretty good job. This is not a Hot Toys box or anything, but it's not terrible. We got Cyclops, we got Astonishing variant, X-Men, we got 6-scale figure. If you zoom in way close, you can see like some comic stuff going on. Nice little foil decal they've got going on right there. Not a bad looking figure, right? Not a bad looking figure at all. Got Marvel on that side, nothing on that side, Marvel on that side. And on the back, we've got a rendering of Cyclops having a bad day. And let's just see what's going on, and hopefully this thing looks pretty good. So I do have another Marvel piece from Sideshow Collectibles, which I've had boxed up for a good while, and I'm looking forward to actually breaking that out as part of the video, and that is, of course, the Magneto figure. So that'll be fun. We'll see how this looks together and building my X-Men universe one piece at a time. But we do have Cyclops right here on this side with a nice little comic art. They do a pretty good job with these. And the side art, look, we got the Jim Lee Cyclops going right there. Good artwork right there. Dig that one. That's pretty cool. I don't know why they actually have this particular version of Cyclops on the Astonishing version box, other than they just reused the box. So that's, I'm gonna say, because on this right here, like that's the thing. So a reused box. They didn't bother to do a different box art for this piece. Is that lazy? You guys let me know. I don't know. Inside the box, we've got some comic stuff going on. We saw this with the other X-Men line, the Marvel line. These are pretty cool. Kind of dig those. Yeah, there you go. So let's get the box out of here. See if you don't fall over there. And typically they have these little slip cover deals, and it looks like it's taped on the back. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's see if I can't just make this happen. I should have thought about this ahead of time. Let's see if it actually slide. Oh, this one's actually, though, I remember the other one, the Magneto I had, it didn't want to slide all that great. So thought I'd have to cut it, but sorry for the plastic sound. You can thank Sideshow for that. Okay, let's see what we got. It's not going to come with a whole lot of accessories. That's a fact, Jack. Woo, okay. Yeah, it doesn't come with much at all. We've got a figure, we got 2 hands, we've got a laser blast. That's actually pretty cool. That's not bad. Let's get. Let's see if we don't break that. That would be nice too. We got a figure here. What else is in here? Is there a? Yeah, there's a second. Oh, we got some more hands. All right, let's get this out of here. This is the similar style stand that we saw. It's actually Magneto had a 2-tiered stand, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Oh, that was loud. Oof. Jeez. Let's see if we can't open this. It's like me versus plastic. This is ridiculous. There we go. Wow. That was a lot more difficult than it probably should have been. This is why unboxing stuff live, like on camera, is sometimes difficult. All right, we've got a stand. We've got a waist grabber deal. We've got some hands. Let's get you out of here and get the plastic out of here. We don't need you no more. All right. Let's see what we got. They don't, it's not like a Hot Toys figure where they tape the plastic on. They pretty much just like throw it on there and there you go. So, all right, there's our first look at Astonishing version of Cyclops. What do you guys think? What's your first impressions of this guy? It's definitely a dark, dark, dark blue, and I dig it. I dig it. Now, the other one, the Jim Lee version of Cyclops, I actually had considered picking up. I just never did. I believe that one's on waitlist now at Sideshow as well, but I'm sure you can find it at comic shops. I don't doubt it. It's not going to be some super crazy popular figure that's going to be like your other Death Troopers, whatnot, that have sold out recently that everybody's trying to track down. The material-wise, it's like a spandex kind of material is the best way I can explain it. It's not like your Spider. I would put it this way. If you've got Scarlet Spider from Hot Toys, it's a similar fabric material to that. Yeah, I think the Scarlet Spider's got some 3D printing stuff going on with it, which makes it a little bit more interesting. But you get the feel of the material, like it slides, it actually glides over the Under Armour or the skeleton you've got going on there. So it actually has that going on for it, which is actually pretty nice. It's very similar to Magneto. So if you've got the Magneto figure, it's similar to that. So the texture, the fabric texture, I think is okay. I feel like it'd be fairly durable. I don't think we're having issues with that. So that's nice. The portrait is it's basic at most. At the max, it's basic. So here you go. There you go. It's not a whole lot going on. The expression is stoic. I don't know what the best word for it, but I'm thinking stoic is probably the best word I'm thinking of right this second. The dimensions of the sculpt are not terrible. It's basic. Like, I would like to see, they should have gave us a second portrait with something a little bit more exciting. Like, this is not, it's not bad, but an option would have been nice for the price point. This was pricey for what you get. All right, so we got a figure, we got a thing, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 hands, and this like 25-cent base they gave us to us. This figure was $250 plus shipping and taxes and everything. So you're talking like $290 or so by the time you get this figure home, at least here to my home on the East Coast. And that's pricey for what you get. So, that's what I was talking about at the beginning of the video. It's like, is this something that would be worth the money? Like the previous version, the Jim Lee version, you get a jacket, you get a, if you got the exclusive, you got a different style, like a smoldering kind of eye effect thing going on. You got that. And this comes with pretty much nothing. So that's kind of interesting. What, is it overpriced? Yeah, it's overpriced. This probably should have been like $200 figure, $175, somewhere in that ballpark. Like, there's nothing going on. Like, the design of this, they threw a fabric suit on it and some, I don't know, I think it was overpriced. That doesn't mean it's not going to go for that on the secondary market, but I think it's overpriced at retail. 350 pieces is it's a thing. I think it was $10 more for this than the other version, the original version, and this has less pieces. Good for that. I guess they docked us a little bit for the piece count. But yeah, so there's our portrait. You guys can see the expression. The paint apps on the portrait aren't terrible. They're not bad. It's not Hot Toys quality. I mean, it's a Sideshow piece. You can tell it. This upper part here is very rubbery. It's very matte black. You can see there's this, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. There's a seam that goes across the top right here. I don't know if that's actually showing up on camera, but you can definitely see it there. There's a seam going like across. So there's that. The eye effect, let's see how okay. That's not magnetic. That came out way easy. Like, there's no magnets. It just kind of sits there. I mean, it doesn't fall out, I don't think. No, it doesn't fall out. But that came out very easily. You guys can see there's no magnets or anything. Magnet would have been a nice touch. That seems like the simplest, cheapest way to make it happen, which is fine. But they charged us a premium price for an inexpensive switch out. So there's that. The piping going on down the fabric, nice touch. It looks like like it's supposed to look. I don't know how durable that piping's going to be. Like I think that right there, you could absolutely see that rubbing off over time. So I think we're gonna have to watch that. Again, you know me, I'm gonna pose figures. I'm not too terribly worried about it, but I can definitely see that stuff right there kind of wearing off. The hands, you got a nice little matte gold. Like they tried to do a metallic paint on that part, and that's fine. There's no issues there. The figure comes with 2 fisted hands on the figure by itself. We've got our X-Men logo going right there, and a belt, which is probably one of the cheapest belts I've ever seen on a 6 scale figure. There's nothing to that whatsoever. Like yeah, it's pretty cheap. So, you know, there's that. All right, so what else? Boots wise, absolutely zero detail on the boots. None. These are a dark navy blue. Absolutely, other than this gold paint here, there is zero detail on the, I mean, this is super flat. There's no paint apps going on. In fact, there's barely any paint apps going on anywhere on this figure. This is, yeah, there's barely any paint apps at all. So there's that. That doesn't mean it looks bad. It's just, there's I don't want to tell you. It just is what it is. All right, but there's our boots. On the bottom of the boots, in case you were wondering, do have a little tread going on right there, a little X logo. So there's that. So let's see what kind of range of motion we can get out of this guy. Looks like we can do a little 360 head here. That's not bad. Looking up, I don't feel like he's, because of the way this head is here, looking up might be a challenge. Oh, nope. Is it gonna? Okay. Yeah, hold on. Maybe it won't be a challenge. Okay, well, hey, that's pretty freaking impressive. I ain't even mad about that. I'm not even mad. That's actually quite impressive. Look at that. You guys can see it right here. Like, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Let's see if he'll look down any. Yeah, surely he will. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I dig it. As far as the range of oh, okay. So that's all right, let's see if you can hear this. That's this shoulder joint right here, shoulder joint. Don't like that sound so much. Does the other one do it? Yep. That's the okay. I don't see any issues with it getting any range of motion there. That's no issues with that. Double jointed elbows, that's nice. I dig that. Total Cyclops pose, right? No. All right, that's not bad. The fabric, I think it's going to be very, very durable. I don't think we're having issues with this. There are some seam lines you can see, like seam lines right here and a seam line right here. I mean, you got to have them somewhere. That's not terrible. And some stitch lines going on here, stitch lines here. If you wanted to change the body out, I think you would be hard pressed to make that happen without some sewing skills. I think that would be tough to do. I don't plan on doing that, but I'm just saying. The double jointed elbows, I mean, I can't complain with that. That's pretty good. So that's good. Ab crunch. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, I mean, not bad. There's your ab crunch. You can go back a good bit further. Get out of here. Go back a good bit further than you can go forward. The belt is not really attached anywhere, so it's pretty loose, and it looks like you can get it off center. So you got to be careful with that. That's a ridiculous ab crunch or ab twist. That's crazy. So whatever body they use, posability is not going to be a factor. I think they're going to have plenty of room for there. There's that sound with that plastic going on. There's our double bend knee. That's kind of nice. I mean, oh man, that didn't sound good. Did you hear that? Whoo! Like, where? What the heck? A $300 figure should not be making that sound. Should not be making that sound. Okay. I think the concept is good. I think the execution of the parts, the chosen parts list they used is disappointing, put it that way. So we'll go there. Leg wise, plenty of range of motion on that. Again, I think you got this thing going on here. You can definitely see how this moves with the fabric. I think if you stretch this out, you're going to end up ripping or breaking that that golden seam right there. But I mean, he won't really hold his leg up that. I mean, not that he would have to go up that high, but that's not terrible. I'm not mad at that. He doesn't really want to go backwards though. Yeah, doesn't really want to go backwards. And it appears that it is a split cut boot, so we do have some range of motion here. So that's nice. So that's not bad. It's not bad. This piece right here is actually pretty freaking cool. I'm excited for this for the posability versions and I think it's a pretty cool piece. I think they did a good job with this piece. The translucent effect they've got going on here with the laser blast, I think is cool. The little spikes I think is cool. The attachment, how it just pegs in, that's fine. I don't have any issues with that. But you can see right there, that's nicely done. I don't have any complaints about that. It's a nice color. It's a nice deeper red here, and it gets the translucent back here. Makes total sense. That's no problem there. Hands wise, again, like I said, we got two fisted hands. We've got a thumbs up hand. We've got a pointing hand, gesturing hand. You know, go over there. That's what we're doing. We got one on each hand. Okay, this is so he can be like, you know, doing his thing. And we get two of these other gesturing hands, right and left. So we got right and left versions of pretty much everything except for the thumbs up. That's an extra hand. Display stand is a simple octagon. There's really, or I don't know, is it hexagon? Hexagon. There's really nothing to write home about here. There's no, like, this is a 10-cent piece at best, but they spend no money on that, so there's that. So I mean, you know, just off the initial impressions, I think the idea is good. Having X-Men in your collection is amazing. Super excited for that. I think this on itself, sitting on a shelf, looks good. I think it looks good. I just think it's $50 too much money. Like, this should have been a $200 figure with the amount of accessories it comes with the subpar body they use. I mean, that squeaking stuff, that's crazy. The paint apps on the skin portrait are, I want to say, non-existent. There's not a whole lot. Like, where did the money go? So I'm thinking about this, and now I'll look at what comes to mind in this price range. The Hot Toys 501st Clone Trooper Deluxe with the 332nd helmet and all the backpack and jetpacks and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm looking at that for $1, like bang for the buck wise, and I'm looking at, and that's Hot Toys quality stuff, right? We know we're going to be able to get our money back out of that if we want to. So you got to think, like, where did the money go? And at this point, I don't know where the money went. Like, I don't know. Is this a essentially a $300 figure because it's 350 pieces and it's limited, and so they said it's a limited number, we're going to raise price? I don't know. It's I'm struggling with this one, but I do have another figure somewhere as I knock stuff over. So let me go ahead and get this other one out. I got it right here. Come here. Oh, I'm breaking stuff. I do have this other figure. Let me get him out of here. You go over here. This was a much better release. This right here, this is a cool release. This is the Magneto figure they did. There, I'm knocking stuff over. This is a fantastic piece. I really, I mean, we got two portraits of this. We got this windswept hair, which is awesome. We got a bunch of hands. We got a flight stand. We got Cerebro. We got extra helmets. I mean, we got wired cape, metallic. This was beautiful. All right. This was a much better release. So there's that. But here's Magneto. Look at this thing. This is a beautiful figure. Absolutely beautiful. With the wired cape and just, I'm pretty sure this is sold out by now. It's been out a while. But, I mean, look at that portrait. That's crazy, right? Then you got this portrait. So we got two portraits. This is my favorite, by the way. This is crazy. This is and it's the same material. It's the same material for the fabric, or very similar at least. The one thing I didn't like about this, if I remember correctly, I've had it boxed up for a while. I think it's just got single joint elbows. Yeah, single joint elbows on him, which Magneto can somewhat pull off. But this one, actually, the body is a little bit looser. And over time, these Sideshow bodies, whatever they're using, definitely goes a little loose. It is what it is, but this is beautiful. So let's have some fun with this. Let's pose this guy up. Let's see what it'll do, and you decide whether or not it was a good decision to buy it or not for 300 bucks. I don't know. Let's do it. All right, so let's take a look at this guy up close in the little grid. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to change up, what I'm doing with these poses. So we're gonna kind of put them in the grid. I've got some troopers, and if you guys have checked out my new lighting video, which a lot of you have, you can check that out above. But here we go, guys. Here is our Cyclops Astonishing version going on right here. It's pretty nice. There is a discrepancy in blue from the helmet, the head to the body. You can maybe see it a little bit better right there. A little discrepancy. It's a different shade of blue. So that might bother some people. Be mindful of that. I don't know. It's not terrible in person, but it's there. We do have our little logo there for the X-Men, and he does pose fairly well. I mean, that's not a terribly difficult posing or walking pose. It doesn't look terrible, and honestly, single figure in the DTOF, I think it honestly looks pretty good. So I don't hate it. You guys can let me know what you think, but I think we can have a little bit more fun with the posing. So let's do it. All right, guys, so we got pose number 2, and I had to cheat a little bit on this one, so we'll talk about it a little bit. Because of the glass cabinets on DTOF, sometimes these figures don't want to stand up depending on the type of feet they have, so I actually cheated and got a little blue tack right there on his toe to stop him from sliding backwards because of the pose I've got him in. But there you might be able to see the difference in color on the head sculpt of the fabric there, right there. But I do have this cool effect, which does not peg in. It literally just sits there. It's not attached in any secure fashion to let you know it's there. So if he does fall over, that's falling out. And so with the nature of these little sharp pieces, you can imagine that that could possibly be a breaking point. So be careful with that. I imagine that's the same issue, obviously, with the previous release of Cyclops. But in the display case, he looked pretty good. I think he displays well. Granted, the price is too high, and the accessories are not all that great. I mean, it doesn't really come in accessories at all. He displays great. So, the squeaky joints are kind of scary. The fact that laser beam doesn't really peg in securely, that's kind of scary because that falls over. That's going to be a problem. And the suit, like we talked about earlier. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to have him. Obviously, he's shooting somebody with his laser blast. So who have we got over here? Oh, yeah. We got the Sideshow Magneto in all his glory. This is a absolutely fantastic figure. This right here had my hopes up for the Sideshow X-Men line right here. This Magneto is absolutely gorgeous. And I thought it'd be fun to kind of use this display case a little differently than I have in the past, where I've got figures literally fighting off against each other. You can see them kind of right there. And let's see if I can get it over here if I don't step on something. But there you go. So, yeah, those are super fun way to pose. In fact, if you look a little further up north, I actually have War Machine Mark IV taking out a Stormtrooper. So there we go. So I'm having fun with my display cabinets. Again, one per shelf. Those two are just there because of this particular video. But this Magneto figure is gorgeous. Absolutely. Let's say I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the figure. Purely because of this and the hopes that we're going to get some more. Now, Sideshow, the description on this particular figure did say there is an astonishing version Wolverine coming. So that's pretty cool. And I think that particular line or sentence in the description is really what sent some people over the edge to buy this figure and what made it go to waitlist so fast. Yeah, there's these two, man. It's a little different posing session, but it's going to be kind of fun. Imagine the entire grid of all these guys in an epic battle. So that's what's coming. So I've got an idea. I got to see if I can pull it off and make it work. But there's just another look at Magneto over there, just looking awesome. And of course, this is what Cyclops is seeing. He's like, "Why are you taunting me?" So, guys, so here's the question: is it worth it to buy? It's overpriced, 100% by $50, no question. It's limited to 350 pieces. So, I mean, you don't really have a choice. It is what it is. Nobody else is really doing X-Men figures. Certainly not this line. And I think it's a good looking piece. So in the display case, I dig it. How long will it stay here? Who knows? I have no idea. But if you were able to get this one, I think you're probably happy with it. The joints kind of suck. You know, the squeaky joints we talked about earlier. You guys heard it. They're pretty terrible. But I'm going to have some fun posting it. Stay tuned to my Instagram, guys, at Jedha Patrol, for some posing photos I'm going to put on there. Maybe some ideas for you guys. But I'm going to spend some time with this figure and just have a lot of fun with it. But one last look. I did notice this. There is what appears to be 0 paint apps on the actual skin. And I mean 0 paint apps. So there's that. Yeah. Anyways, it looks cool. Guys, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Don't forget the Commander Cody giveaway we got going on right now. And yeah, hit the like button, and comment down below your thoughts on this guy. Did you pick him up? Do you think he's worth the $250 price tag? I don't. Yeah. Anyways, collect what you like, guys. We'll see you next time.